Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to part 10 of Pokemon Yellow, and in this episode, we're going to be continuing our trek to Celadon, but first, I have to go and dump off Ivysaur. I know. I mean, I haven't done too much with Ivysaur except for taking care of some of the trainers out on Route 25 going over to Bill, but at the same time, Ivysaur may not be of any use in not only Erica's gym, which is a Celadon City, the Celadon City gym, sorry I bit my tongue there, but also Fuchsia City gym is not going to do too well, and then there's Saffron City. Let's not get into that. Anyway, let us go into the Pokemon Tower, and the reason why we're here because Blue's here waiting for us. Or should I say Vaan? I keep forgetting his name because, well, Vaan is that forgettable. Well, to be fair, it was a story that did involve Vaan. It's just the fact that he was shoehorned in the last minute. I'm just talking about Final Fantasy XII, and I'm not talking about Pokemon. But what I am going to talk about Pokemon-wise is the fact that Blue is mourning his dead Rattata that we happened to kill back in Part 6. Or was it Part 7? Yes, it was actually Part 7. So, with that said, he's gonna take it out on us. He's got a team of 5. And among them, Firo at level 25. And I'm going to switch to Pikachu because, well, no, I'm not going to be dealing with that. And if I'm not mistaken, doesn't Firo evolve at level 28? I'm pretty sure that for sure, Firo for sure actually evolves at level 28. Or, I may be wrong, I don't know. But I do know this, Blue is lacking one Rattata, and it will be replaced with an Executor. You think he caught a Cubone, but that's only if you actually skip the battle on Route 22. That Cubone will evolve into a Marowak at the end of the game, following the fact that he also will have a, Flareon, I do believe, if you actually skip the fight at Route 22. Anyway, Shelter is still here, and Shelter is not evolved. That's because Shelter needs a Water Stone. I can't believe I forgot about that. But yes, Shelter's not going to evolve until you use a Water Stone, and Pikachu just learned Thunderbolt. Fantastic! Its ultimate move that it's used throughout the first 5 seasons of Pokemon. And I don't think Pikachu learned Thunder until like season 5 of Pokemon. I'm gonna just come out and say it. Pikachu was damn near 100 by the time Ash got to at least halfway through Johto. So that's kind of unfair, the fact that Pikachu is in every single season. Anyway, now it's time for us to deal with Vulpix. I'm not, it may sound like I'm out of sync, but actually no, because Vulpix is kind of a short battle. And the only way that it would be dangerous is if it's a Ninetales, because Ninetales are extremely fast. Oh, by the way, Ninetales can also learn Earthquake. You know that TM that happens to be in Cinnabar Island that I thought was in Celadon City, but apparently not. Now, we can face off against Sandshrew, and, well, nothing like a good thrashing to make sure that Sandshrew knows his place in the world. And Sandshrew can use Sand Attack all he likes. The only thing you're gonna do is make Nidoking angry, and the more he thrashes about, the harder he hits. So bear that in mind. I do believe Nidoking also knows Rage, too, naturally. And Horn Drill, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, sorry, my cat is hollering in the background. It's bound to happen because of the fact that Windows 10 and its infinite wisdom pretty much screwed up my microphone. Oh yeah, by the way, we're taking on Eevee. And this is also going to be a good old-fashioned ass-kicking because of the fact that, well, I am going to be using double kick. And if you hear noise in the background, that's just my computer's fan and my cat in the background. That's because of the fact that Windows 10 killed my fucking microphone. Oh, and if YouTube is butthurt about me cursing, let me remind them, this is all not for profit, and they need to fix that stupid algorithm to where nobody gets censored, because you know what? This is not a television. This is not a television station, it's not a TV channel. This is a site where people can express themselves, and putting stupid rules like that is not expressing themselves. Oh, by the way, Sandshrew is evolving into Sandslash at level 22. I thought it was 28. What is it with me in the number 28? Well, whatever the case, due to the fact that I kicked Blue's ass in both Professor Oak's lab and also on Route 22, Blue will not have that Marowak available. However, I do believe that there is... I thought there was hidden items here. I really did, and I should have gotten the item finder. I really should have gotten the item finder, but I didn't I didn't catch enough Pokemon. Ouch, that hurt. Now, we can go up there, but unfortunately, we're just gonna run into Ghost. And without the Silph Scope, you wouldn't know that the ghosts are actually Haunter and Cubone. And that's pretty much, that's all up there. And honestly, you want to catch Cubone? Ghastly, sorry. Ghastly, I'm not sure if you want to catch Ghastly unless you have another Game Boy ready. Because guess what? You're not going to be able to get a Gengar unless you actually hack the game or at least do an exploit to get a level 100 Gengar. And to be fair, having a level 100 Gengar would probably crash your system. Believe me, I know. Because I tried that glitch before. And it crashed my system. So I had to restart it and do it all over again. No, I mean, not this time around. I was a stupid kid that actually did all the glitches. And it crashed my save file as an end result. Something that the people who write these glitches don't think about. So with that said, let's head over to the pathway to Celadon City. But first, we're going to run into a juggler. Yes, the juggler is actually no, not a juggler. I meant a gambler, sorry. This is another gambler that's going to be on the roads. And gamblers are going to be everywhere. You might want to be careful of what they have, because some of them will have an Arcanine, some will have a Growlithe, some will have a Poliwrath and Poliwhirl. Now, there are other trainers here, like an Electrician that has a Grimer, Voltorb, and a Muck, and I think an Electrode too. It is on this route. And there's also trainers that have Clefairy, Clefable, Hypno. Yeah, one of the trainers actually had a Hypno. And yeah, you could actually catch a Hypno out in this field too, so bear that in mind as well. It's more of the rare type of Pokemon to catch. Or was it a Drowsy? Actually, it was a Drowsy. I have to be careful of the fact that you may or may not catch Hypno. I mean, hell, they actually had Pidgeotto back in, I do believe in the grass of, well, right before you, I'm trying to think of where it is. Oh yeah, it's the grass in Celadon that they actually had wild Pidgeottos. So if you haven't already evolved one, you could probably catch one and try to evolve it into a Pidgeot. Which, good luck, because Pidgeot will evolve at only level 27, if I'm not mistaken. This is one of those early bird evolutions, and Fearow only has one evolution. No, Spearow only has one evolution, and that's Fearow, obviously. So, let's just head over to that house over there, and be careful not to run into the gambler, who is waiting to actually battle us. Yay! I am a smart person. I'm sorry if I sound so sarcastic, and also I'm sorry if the sound does not come out well. I'm probably going to be using my phone until I actually get a better recording peripheral, because somewhere, somehow, Microsoft in their infinite wisdom thought, hey, RV Man is actually trying to do a Let's Play. Let's fuck him over by putting a useless update on Windows 10. Oh, by the way, this is the juggler with the Poliworld and Poliwrath. Oh, Poliwag and Poliworld, sorry. There's not one with a Poliwrath yet. I mean, the Poliwrath is on Route 12. One of the fishermen has it, but that's not the point. The point of the matter is, I tried to do everything I can to try to fix the sound on my microphone. It's not working. I do have like a voice recorder that actually has to have like AAA batteries, and I gotta go get them later. And I really don't want to try to have any background sounds like what you just heard about my cat complaining and stuff like that. That's why I have headphones to begin with. But unfortunately, thanks to the fact that Microsoft did what it did, I'm sort of SOL on that regard. Well, the only thing that's left to do is to just walk through this tunnel, walk through this underground path, and this will take us straight to Celadon City. And while it does look like there is some graphical issues, that is because of the fact that I just stretched this game out and processed this episode as a 1080p game, so you'll be seeing a lot of graphical lens flare, and I apologize for that because of the fact that when it comes down to 1080p, old games will look like blurry objects. On that note, I'm here in Celadon City, and I might as well just pull out Bulbasaur and put it, no, Ivysaur, sorry, and put Rattata in for right now. We're gonna need Ivysaur because of the fact that Ivysaur's the only one right now that has cut. I'll make sure that Sandslash has cut so I won't have to go through that problem. But I will, on the other hand, head over to the outskirts of Celadon City. One of the guards that I need to talk to actually... No, I'm not gonna go there, because I'm gonna need a Poke Flute to get rid of the Snorlax that's in the way. So yeah, we will have to go to Lavender Town eventually so we can get to Fuchsia City. Because there's a Snorlax there, and there's a Snorlax on the outskirts of Vermilion. There's like 2 Snorlaxes, go figure. However, I needed Bulbasaur to come here so that we can learn Fly. That way we can make Pidgeotto a Fly slave. And yes, you can use Fly as an actual attack, and it's definitely good against all of those fighting types. However, just like with Dig, Fly is a 2-turn move. The problem? If you get paralyzed or dizzy, Fly will miss... No, wait, actually, Fly will wait until you're no longer paralyzed and then hit the opponent. I'm pretty sure this is the only gym that does it, because, like, Gen 2 and 3, if you... And I think onwards, actually, if you get hit with... No, if somebody tries to use Fly, and they are paralyzed, or they are, like, afflicted with Sand Attack, they're not going to be able to hit Fly. They'll just go back down to Earth, and you would probably waste a PP. That's the problem. In certain moves, they can actually cause you to use less PP and screw over the opponent more. Rage and Thrash were among those moves. So let's go on ahead and pick up our Eevee, which is we had to go through the back door to get. And I will be using Eevee as one of my final members of the team. And there's a reason why I want to use Eevee as a final member of the team. Just to screw over what's his face? I had already forgot his name. Ha! I'm just kidding. But what I'm not kidding about is the fact that now that I have the Eevee that I have in my possession, and now that I've gotten what I need, I'm going to put Bulbasaur back into the box. Ivysaur back into the box. And I'm also going to put some other things into the box too. The first thing I'm going to put into the box is these TMs that I'm probably going to be using off screen whenever I run into the Pokemon that use them. I mean, Bide is kind of an exception to that rule. Even though Bide can actually do some serious damage in Gen 1, it's the exception into that rule. But I'm gonna have to switch out from Ivysaur to Rattata. I think I've already did. Oh man, I'm jumping ahead. But what I am going to do, however, is show you how to get a free Rock Slide. Because Rock Slide is one of the TMs that is being sold here. I think another one is Tri-Attack, Fire Blast, Blizzard is over here too. I'm guessing, well, you could get Counter from the counter. Yeah, this is kind of a lame pun by Nintendo, but yes, you can get Counter from over the counter. And Counter in this game is nowhere near as effective as Counter in the later gens. In fact, Counter in this game is, how should I put it, garbage. Hot garbage. I mean, Counter has made better use of Counter in Gen 2, but Counter in this game was just total hot garbage because of the fact that you had to wait for an opponent to attack. And most of the moves are special, the rest are actually physical. And there's like a limited amount of moves that Counter can counter. And Psywave is not one of them, unfortunately. And neither is Seismic Toss. So practically you're just going to do little to nothing to whatever you can counter, and once you can't, you're just a sitting duck with a wasted move. And there is some times where Counter won't even do jack, even if you throw a, even if the opponent, okay, I'm trying to calm down here, but as I was saying, there is a point where Counter won't even do anything, even if the opponent didn't even throw a move. I mean, if they threw a physical, that's what I'm trying to say. And now we're going to go to the Pokemon Center, and we are going to swap out Ivysaur for Rattata. And that's going to be our team that we're going to be using to raid the Rocket Hideout. Now, why are we raiding the Rocket Hideout? They have the Silph Scope. And in order for us to get the Silph Scope, we're going to have to beat the crap out of them. And that also would mean that once we get the Silph Scope, that's it. That's all she wrote. The Silph Scope is going to be our ticket to Lavender City. Our ticket to Lavender Town. And we're just going to go into Lavender Town, and we're going to beat the living hell out of all the traders that are there. Which is all the more reason why Ivysaur is sitting out. However, what I'm going to do right now, instead of worried about the Silph Scope for now, because that's going to be like part 12, I'm going to try to get ourselves in by force. Because there's a suspicious, looking rocket guy that is standing right in front of a poster. He has a Raticate. Why did I say Raticate? I meant Raticate. That's what I meant to say. That Raticate is pretty much... Ouch, that really did hurt. Wow. I just realized that I slashed Raticate one time and it almost killed it. Fantastic. Go Sand Slash. Or should I say, go Random Critical. On that note, I'm going to actually use Rattata this time. And we're going to use a Hyper Fang. And it dropped him down to half Crap. Crap. Oh, wait, never mind. Wait, nope. Crisis averted. Never mind. I was about to say, man. I did not want to be beaten by confusion. So, yeah. This idiot literally let loose that their hideout was discovered and even moved away from the secret switch. What a moron. We're pushing that switch, and we're gonna sit out here and wait, and I'll see you guys next time on Pokemon Yellow.